Cody, 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 Cody.
Get down on the ground. 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 Get down on the get down on the get. Get down on the ground. 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 Get down on the ground.
Cody, 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 Cody. Cody, 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 Cody. Cody, 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 Cody.
Certified slash.
Cody, Cody. Cody, Cody,
Harry.
Back on. We back on.
We are back on.
Back
All right,
motherfucking
so
on.
we are.
I'm not back on.
Yeah,
It's my
you
first time on.
You're back.
I don't know none of you people.
We just picked this lady up off the street.
Kenya came in looking like Sealy.
Really?
Sealy from Color Purple.
I know who Silly is.
Maki da da.
Oh, wow.
Holy wow.
I love that fucking show. That's when Oprah was still black.
Wow. He said I look like Silly. Are you going to say it like, you sure is ugly to me? Like,
Nah. Because I don't understand why they said
Oh,
she
yeah.
was ugly when Oprah clearly was the ugly one in that fucking group. Even though I can't stand Whoopi Goldberg now, back in the day she was the shit.
I loved Whoopi Goldberg. I don't really like her much now that she's as opinionated. But man, she was funny as hell back in the day.
Some silly shit though that just recently happened on that fucked up View show.
Yeah,
Fucking can't stand that show.
I kind of have a
But-
love-hate relationship with it myself.
But
watch
I
none
guess
of
they were
those.
starting to talk about Biden's whole tax bill or whatever the fuck, and they were all supporting it and everything. And Whoopi is like, she got the silk on her face, and she's looking at papers and stuff. And then they go to a commercial and come back, and she starts snapping because she realizes that she is in the demographic or the tax bracket that this bill is gonna hit. Oh, she started going out. She was like, I just realized this is going to hit me, and this is going to do this, and this is going to... What wasn't the greatest showing for that fucking show?
They were like, cut her mic, cut her mic, cut her damn mic.
Pretty much. You know, they switched up shit quick. But I'm glad it fucking happened. Now motherfuckers realize, you know, when they say the rich, the this, the that, what are they comparing rich to in their paperwork compared to them? Because you look at them as the rich, but to them, rich is like maybe $100,000, maybe $400,000, because $400,000 is the thing. And you know, there's motherfuckers, you know, doing dumb shit who's making $400,000 that cannot afford all this major tax hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, though.
Everybody wants to, oh, well, Amazon's not paying taxes, and Walmart's not paying taxes, and this place ain't paying taxes. What the fuck's that got to do with anything? You know, because because they're not paying taxes, you're gonna make this little person down here with the smaller mom and pop store, you know, pay outrageous taxes. That's still not doing anything for the other companies.
I think one of my biggest pet peeves is people talking about how that the whole Bezos going into space thing. How if he just spent his money on this or that, then we could have less poverty in the world, less people hungry, less. Okay, and I get that, and yeah, he could. But who the fuck are you telling him what he needs to do with his own goddamn money? It's his money.
That's just like the whole Facebook
Like, shut
thing.
the fuck up.
You know, Zuckerberg should do this, or they should ban this, or they should censor that. You know what? Yeah, it might be a good idea. It might even be helpful. It might be for the betterment. But you know what? That ain't your shit. You know, if that was welfare Facebook, if that was the government's Facebook, then maybe, yeah, you could protest. You could say this is against our rights, this is against this and that. But this was a dude who came up with a fucking better version of fucking MySpace and ran with it. Right. That's his shit, whether you like it or not. I fucking got banned. I don't think I should have gotten banned for what I said. But you know what? Hey, I'm on that shit. Simple as that. What's up?
All right.
There is a misconception on this. Amazon doesn't pay taxes.
There's a big misconception on that.
Amazon pays.
They're in the state of motherfucking Seattle. They pay some taxes.
They pay taxes.
Oh, not Seattle. Washington. Sorry.
They like last year
They
they
pay
should have
taxes.
paid like they avoided paying of the effective 21% that on the way the tax law was laid out. 21% of their profits would have been. They avoided paying $2.3 billion. They still paid like 1.5 billion in taxes.
Right. And then here's something that
But they didn't do anything shady. They only used existing tax law.
Right. And that's one thing Trump brought up in his when he was
You know,
running
what they
for
make
election the
overseas-
first
what
time.
they make overseas, and people also look when they Google
Yeah.
Amazon profits. That gives you Amazon worldwide. What Amazon makes delivering packages in fucking China, in fucking England, in fucking where the fuck ever, has nothing to do with what they make here.
Right. And like I was saying, I got a buddy of mine who's an accountant. And I asked him, how that shit works too. Now, Amazon as a whole, when they get their tax breaks or whatever to come move into a city or whatever, because every company does, that's one thing. But they don't get a tax break on any of the shit that they have to pay for on each employee. They
Right.
don't get a tax break on anything they import in. They don't get a tax break on anything they export out. They don't get a tax, so this one little piece of tax break that they do not pay supposedly is nothing to the fucking billions of dollars that they do pay in taxes that nobody fucking talks about.
And nobody also wants to talk about the fact that when there was a huge food shortage, when everything originally shut down, that Amazon was giving out fresh food and vegetables to thousands of people out of their own pocket and shipping them to cities that were not able to get other aid.
Right. And you know how they
Right.
that did get very small coverage in
Right.
the media, and you know how they portrayed it? Like Nino Brown. Remember New Jack City?
Yeah.
Well, when the dope dealer had everybody on lockdown in one place and he passed out turkeys just to control the people. That's how they portrayed it. You ignorant
that's not what
motherfuckers.
happened, dude.
No,
Right.
that is not how it worked. It did it at all.
Nope.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't these days. If you have somebody trying to do something good.
Well, why did they
somebody's
do
gonna-
more? Why did
Right.
they do this instead?
And if they just say fuck it and not do anything, still not break the law, but just mind their own business. Oh, they should have did this or they could have did this.
How
or
dare they spend their own money on their own things?
Just like this $15 an hour at McDonald's jobs. Now we got fucking a minimum wage, what should have been minimum wage jobs, paying $15 an hour. Still nobody's fucking working.
That's the truth. That is the truth. But before we continue, you need to finish with introducing your guests because I
Yeah, I
didn't
was
get
about to
say hi.
say,
And you
everybody-
talked to Kenya, but
everybody-
you never actually.
I'm sorry,
said
I interrupted
Kenya.
because he called me Miss Silly and I got offended.
She did. Her feathers got a little ruffled on that one.
Fucking right.
I was just trying to cover my hair because I didn't feel like washing it because it's going to smell like smoke when I get out of here.
Y'all people.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It still look like Seeley though.
I do not look like
You can hit him. We
Hit him!
allow that in the basement.
Seeley was the hero of that story. Of that whole
That doesn't
story.
mean she wants to look like her. She may want to embody her,
So
but she
you're
doesn't
saying I
want to
look
look
like
like her.
Whoopi Goldberg.
No, I would never insult you like that. Seeley, the person she was portraying.
You look like Jumpin' Jack Flash Whoopi
He doesn't
Goldberg.
Who played Silly?
No, he don't see it. You don't understand. Marco doesn't really see people for what they look like. He sees them for what they
Jumpin' Jack
are.
Flash Whoopi Goldberg,
Who
not
they
Blue
be.
Bloods Whoopi
All right,
Goldberg.
all right. So
Who they be?
I'm talking about like the homebody,
You're not making it better.
giving a
You're
fuck.
not
But
helping.
it's truthful. I ain't trying to make it better, but I'm trying to say no. It isn't into looks like Joy
You are
said.
not helping
Right, it's
yourself
not
at
the-
all.
It's just it's the hat.
It's
the
not.
hat.
It's not your face that you look frumpy.
It's
what he just said.
You
It's
wear
just the
that hat. Screw that shit.
fine.
Don't,
Whatever.
don't you listen to him.
I'm gonna wear a color one next time.
A colored one? Is that like a
purple,
Kango or
like
something
a
like that?
purple, a purple.
Oh! You meant like color, like
Like the
color.
way color was actually defined in Google.
What?
No, I thought she meant colored like with the
Yeah,
ED
no,
on the end of it, like a Kango or something like that. Because those are colored hats.
Oh,
Black
I see
folks
what you're
hats.
saying.
All right, let's change the subject.
We got Kenya in the house tonight.
Hell yeah, we got Mama Sniz, we got Big
What's up,
Sniz,
what's up?
What up?
and we got Greg on the numbers.
What up, y'all?
The
Greg,
number,
you got any,
Well, he always says the
nigger
ones
back
and the
there?
twos, and then Jerry goes,
the threes and the
Why don't you
fours,
say
and the
so?
fives and the six.
Oh, Greg's drinking bitch drinks tonight.
666.
No.
Yeah, that's still a bitch drink. I don't care if it got Jack Daniels on it.
That stupid motherfucker.
They took Kool-Aid, a drop of Jack, and some fizzy water, and try to be a Smirnoff.
No.
That's what it tastes
Moving
like to me.
on.
It's got more alcohol than that drink I got at the restaurant tonight.
What restaurant you go to?
Oh, Charlie's.
Oh, fuck that place.
I love that
Charlie's.
place.
I love that
The
place.
food is decent,
So
but not
good.
the
It is
proportions
decent.
to the fucking price is.
Oh, no way.
No way.
What? They're pretty
Well,
cheap.
also, my daughter works there, so we kind of get
Yeah, but
tremendous
still, at menu
discount.
price, man, it's not bad.
That's really not.
No, because you
I
can get like
paid
a whole meal for like
That is
$200
big. And
$10.
tonight was
for-
Free Pie Wednesday. Hey.
I took me,
I got pizza.
Get a catfish dinner,
two
with
Yeah.
the
of the kids,
potatoes,
my mom,
and the
my
sides
little brother,
for
and Maria
$10. Like, you can't
to
beat that.
lunch there after she graduated from nursing.
And you
thing.
get greasy bread.
And dude, the fucking steak, even though it tasted awesome, was 2 bites. The veggies that came with it were fucking nasty.
Greg got the steak
the
and it was
drinks
only
were
like 13
weak
bucks.
as hell.
Yeah, which one did
Like-
you go to?
The what in Niles?
Oh, that's
we went to see, we
why.
went to one in Bourbon.
Yeah,
She
you
works
gotta
in
get
Bourbon.
hooked. You gotta get hit to the
Dude, I was
Yeah,
so
the one in
fucking
Bourbon is
pissed.
where it's at.
The Bourbon one's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I would-
Dude,
Like,
I
oh,
got
how-
That's your
My mom
problem.
left a $50 tip.
That is
$250
your
fucking dollars, and I went to fucking
What
think
the
Wendy's
fuck?
afterwards.
We had
Hold on.
6
Why'd you throw your
people.
sub at somebody?
No.
Ooh, we had to bring it up. Look, we had
That's
six
my
people.
pickle, motherfucker!
We had
I'm
6
pretty
people.
sure-
Oh,
and
you got
before
him
our
blushing over
discount-
there.
He is blushing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I fucked the motherfucker up over that stuff.
Listen,
I told you.
we
I
had
told
6
you.
people in our bill.
Where's
and
this sub
Sarah-
from?
It was a Subway sub. It was the principalities behind it.
Who
If
don't
I get
Subway
mad,
anymore?
if I am fucking eating, I get mad enough at you to throw
I
my
am not
food at
throwing
you.
my food at you.
Yeah, yeah.
I will throw my
There
shoe.
is a fist
I will take
coming
my
right
underwear
after
off
that
and throw it
fucking
at
food.
you. I might even take my bra off and throw it at you. But my food, you can fuck out my face. My food is not
Yeah,
leaving
yeah.
my vicinity.
Even Greg, like that was one
Yeah,
of the
it's
maddest
gotta
I
be
was ever like.
Right?
Fist
Because
nasty,
not
I'll
only
throw
was he
it.
like downing me,
I don't know, I might
and I
take
knew I
one
was
bite before
busting
I
my
put
ass
it.
that day,
I'm
but he was
still
downing
throwing it.
everybody else, including Greg, who were busting their asses
But
that
I
day.
am still might finish
And-
this.
I'm
And
gonna
he
throw it
lied
at you and
right
make
to
you
my
pay for it.
face.
You're paying
You know,
for it.
my
I
old
ain't
lady
paying
was
for
sitting
this
right
shit.
across from me. He called her a liar and then lied to me. And then, well, maybe I did say it. I threw my sandwich in that fucker's face, and he looked at me with his fist up. Bah! It didn't even get up this high. Motherfucker. And then, you know, after a couple of weeks, you know, I seen him again. And I made that motherfucker buy me a motherfucking sandwich.
Did he?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck that.
Was it good?
Tasted like vengeance.
Tasted like victory.
There you go. Whatever. I like mine better.
And then the really silly thing was,
I know.
is like he was seeing married. I think they actually got married for a quick minute to a buddy of mine's sister. And I seen the buddy. He was like, "Man, why you have to do that to that dude?" Because like at one point I smashed his head on this like screw thing that was coming out the ground that was holding the pillars up. Like, you know how they had the pillars and then they
You was trying to
bolted up from
kill
the
him.
bottom. Dude, I'd fucking smash my head on the ground myself because some idiot decided to hose us down in the middle of a soapy fucking walkway. No lie, I laughed afterward
It was
because I had
funny.
this big ass knot on my head. It looked like somebody fucking hit me in the face with a sledgehammer. The kids all acted like he did that shit. And I'm like, "You ain't." I hit face first. Face fucking first into the
Face first,
concrete
eyes
while
up.
I was throwing a punch. Punch didn't connect, but my face connected with that fucking ground. Oh my god. Terrible.
Yeah.
And that's when I like smashed his head on the screw on the side of the fucking
Trying
pillar.
to kill people.
And they
Tisk,
said that he
tisk,
had like the
Right.
imprint
Over
from the
what?
fucking bolt in his head for like a week.
Was it worth it?
Ah, good time.
Yes, it was worth it.
Good time.
It was very much
Were
worth
you
it.
expecting a different answer?
There's been a lot of
No,
shit
there's
that
been
I've gotten
times where he
into.
said he was dead wrong, like that time he Superman
Did you
punched
hear
that
that,
motherfucker
Cops?
over
What
Jack
he
Howard.
said?
He was like, I was wrong.
Right?
I was wrong. There was
admitted he
nothing
doesn't
going
feel
on.
any
He admits
bad
it.
remorse.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
that right
remorse
there.
here.
Here's the whole scenario of that. I was running the oil change place that was attached to the car wash that Greg and I used to work to. And they always kept a skeleton crew. We worked like slaves in that
So like
motherfucker.
2021.
But we were like, you know, we were kind of the outcasts of everybody, so it's hard for all of us to get jobs at that time, especially for the things that we did in our lifestyles, whatever. But Pat was, always was willing to take people in and give them a chance. And it was one of them summer days. It was hot as fuck. We were short people. I know they were busting their ass.
Yo,
I was
we're
running
really
back
not
and forth
good.
from
You
helping
ran
them
underneath
to
the
run into
lamp.
oil change place, and I was backed up. So when I come walking through, my ex used to work there too. She was like, Leo's in there talking about he's the only one working and he's bitching and he ain't, he's going to go sit down for a while. I'm like, what? I see these motherfuckers out here. I mean, the cats were, they were working. They were doing what they had to do. And so it was my time to go take lunch, which lunch was only 10 minutes. I fucking sat down, and Leo passed me. I was like, Leo, I heard you was the only one who's doing any work in here. No, who said that? You said it. No, I didn't. Oh, you gonna call my girl a liar? Well, I am the only one working in here. That's it. There went that sandwich, because I already stood up with it. I said, you calling my girl a liar.
And we went back to the sandwich.
Sandwich
I
went
thought he
straight to
stole
the
your
grill.
fucking pickle.
Yeah, he stole something before he said it.
I was more concerned about
after,
that
one
whole
of the
point
two.
there. 'Cause,
It had nothing to do with the pickle. I was all proud of Marco for standing up for his pickle.
I thought it
That
was
comes
over
with the
about-
sandwich?
Now
Yeah.
I have bit people over reaching in my plate. Yeah, I almost took my.
We already,
Man.
We've
right.
already
We've
determined that
already
you're food
established
aggressive.
it. Food aggressive.
He will kill you.
Pull back
And
up.
not
No.
feel bad about
it.
it.
All depends
No
on
remorse.
it all depends on the
And
level of
would
shit.
admit it
okay.
on air.
Yeah, I will buy you any fucking meal in the fucking world. Any meal.
You
But
just have
one of
to
my
ask.
biggest pet peeves is, bitch, I just bought you dinner and you up in my plate?
Yeah.
You up in my plate?
And we talked about this last night. You the same way with Jack.
I want my
You will give it to
cornbread.
me if I ask, but don't assume because we friends I can just drink it.
I want my cornbread.
And your cornbread. You gonna finish that roll?
cornbread.
Shit.
Can't have my cornbread.
Ain't nobody eating my motherfucking cornbread.
I don't like cornbread.
I like certain cornbreads.
Cornbread's like
I
dry.
don't
like,
like cornbread.
Marco
Feels like-
likes certain
feels
cornbread.
like I got cotton mouth
Well,
when I
like-
eat cornbread. I'm like,
You got the
I
one with...
hate to pull race into this.
Yeah.
But white people cornbread is terrible.
I haven't had good
I
white
never
people
had
cornbread
white
either.
people cornbread.
Like
before.
you know,
I didn't know
and
white
I've had
people made
different,
cornbread.
Like, there's different varieties of
South.
black people
I grew up in the
cornbread.
South. My mama made cornbread all the time.
Black people
was
cornbread
like-
is sweet and it's actually
No,
got
no,
it ain't
my mom
dry.
doesn't make sweet cornbread.
No, see, and I,
See,
you,
you
had
gotta
to
try
mix
white
it.
people cornbread, then you'd be like, "This is my mama makes sweet cornbread."
My mom does.
Just like I bet you don't think your Kool-Aid is sweet, but you try their Kool-Aid and you try your Kool-Aid.
No,
I
bullshit.
tried.
My
Listen,
Kool-Aid's on point.
I got
I
the
got
Kool-
offended by a white person. I told him to try my Kool-Aid, and it's like, yeah, it tastes like black people's Kool-Aid. I'm like, what? What do that taste
That
like?
means it's got extra sugar, and it
Yeah.
has two different kinds of fucking Kool-Aid
So
in the
what?
packet.
So what? My Kool-Aid supposed to taste like Gatorade?
I don't fucking know.
Theirs
I
do
guess.
sometimes.
Not ours.
I don't know. All I know is when
Well,
you.
right
the
now
only thing I know about
I'm looping all the
Kool-Aid.
white folks together.
The only thing I
I'm
know
not
about
white, I'm
Kool-Aid.
Caucasian.
Listen, the only thing I know about Kool-Aid is when I was a teenager
A cocked
and I
Asian.
decided to make my own Kool-Aid. I was like, why are we stirring this shit? We put it all in, just shake it up. Okay, well, in those pictures, when you shake it up, it goes whoosh.
Yes, I was waiting for it.
And so I cleaned it all up, thought I was good. My mom came home and went, what happened to the ceiling?
I couldn't reach that.
Red dye stained the
See,
ceiling
here's
so
the
my dad
difference
painted it
between
again.
white people Kool-Aid and black people Kool-Aid.
It's less
if you
sweet.
spill some black people Kool-Aid on the counter and let it sit for maybe an hour, the ants that come will be stuck to that little purple spot. If you spill some white people Kool-Aid on the counter, you'll just might have a little stain there.
I never did that experiment before.
Well, I never did the
You
experiment,
didn't?
but I've
I mean,
spilled
why
Kool-Aid.
not? I thought we all
I've
did that
spilled
experiment.
Kool-Aid and seen ants stuck to that shit.
God.
I don't like ants.
No, there's definitely a lot more sugar put into the Kool-Aid.
And I prefer black people Kool-Aid because I grew up on black people Kool-Aid in the projects.
Oh, it's too sweet. I don't like
It's
Kool-Aid.
funny how black people don't call it by the name. They just say red. Give me that red Kool-Aid.
Right.
Nope. The one flavor they do have is grape.
Right,
I've always
grape.
heard them say grape.
Great.
Great.
Yep.
But it's not just grape.
But
You
it
gotta
is
mix a
red
grape
Kool-Aid.
and a
It's not
lemonade
cherry.
together.
Where's
Red.
red?
Red.
It could be
and
fruit punch,
Cherry.
cherry, strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. It's red.
I want the blue. I'm still like that, like with different flavors. I want the blue one.
That
Blue
fucked you up when
raspberry,
they
I
came
don't
out with
know
that
that
no
blue
dye
right there.
Kool-Aid, didn't it?
Oh,
That stuff that's white and clear.
Mm-hmm.
The mystery Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Or like the no dye ones.
And the problem with that is when you start mixing that with something else, then it always comes out like almost black or gray.
Drink your gray Kool-Aid.
Look like Michigan water.
Now, my friend doesn't remember this. White people used to dye their hair with Kool-Aid. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah. I never
Yes!
got that either.
Uncle.
They did that in middle school.
Yeah.
My friend thought it was crazy. Like,
I never did that.
they
You know
never.
what we
I
did
was
do?
like, I remember.
That was a poor white girl thing.
You know what we did
Yes.
do? We put
Yes.
Kool-Aid
From
and
Trailer Park
sugar
Drive.
in a
We did have
baggie.
skaters in Cal, well, not too many.
We
It
did
was-
Kool-Aid,
see,
sugar in a
where I came
baggie, and
from,
then we
it
used
was
it
like a
like
punk
dip
rocker
sticks.
skating
I
thing.
did that too.
There were people that did that.
That
Like,
was yummy.
I
They would
remember
either
trying
they
it
would
one
either
time
go
and
to
it didn't work.
they would either go to Spencer's and buy Manic Panic, or if they couldn't go do that, then they just used Kool-Aid in the bathroom.
Well, I'm talking about before Hot Topic days. And
Well, I don't know about that.
Before Hot Topic
'Cause I'm-
days, it was Spencer's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hot Topics took a lot of Spencer's shit. It was like,
Right.
I was never allowed to go into Spencer's.
oh, dude.
She wasn't allowed to go 3
I
houses away
understand.
till she was 16.
I wasn't even allowed to go to the mall.
My
I
grandma
wasn't
Some of
either,
us
so
shouldn't
don't
have been
feel
allowed to
bad.
Spencer's.
I wasn't either. I don't feel
I
bad.
wasn't. I could never go roller skating
Yeah,
with
me
my
either.
friends.
Me either.
Nope.
And
I
then
didn't
when
go
did
until I
into
got a car.
Spencer's,
I still
like, my
can't roller
grandma would
skate
go
because
to the
everybody
freak
else roller
section.
skated
I
on Saturday
can't
nights
either.
and Friday nights. I can't do it.
either. Fall right on my
Uh
ass.
huh. I'm holding onto the wall. These little
I be
like
crawling.
these 12-year-olds are going past me on their one leg, all like. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm still
"Let me
holding
go."
on to the sides,
Right.
like,
And then you have that big
You
opening
just
now, and
taking
you're
that
like,
shit for a
son of a
total
bitch, can I
different
go back this way?
situation.
Nope, one way.
Right.
God.
Yeah, I usually stayed on, like, I could skate, not very well, but I can skate. But for the years I spent in the skate connection, I should be able to do the shit that you're talking about. But I was mostly handling business by the air hockey table.
Oh, you're a hustler on the air hockey table.
No.
Yeah, we'll say that. We'll just say that.
We'll go
Okay,
with
so
that.
apparently your meaning flew past me on that one. Sorry, I
No,
was
you
never
had the
allowed to
right
go
wording, just
skating
the
right.
wrong
I wasn't allowed to
context,
go.
I guess.
I didn't know people like you existed.
You were one of them girls that finally got to go out with her friends, and the friends were a bunch of sluts, but you weren't. And then you got hammered and started puking in the back.
Yep, you're 100% right. That's exactly it.
Yeah, let's call it right on that.
No, up until I was a slut, that's exactly how it was. That's exactly how
Finally,
it
after
was.
she
She was
got
a
barred
slut
for
in
somebody stuck a
training.
dick in her mouth.
Gotcha. Slut in training.
Right.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Gregory.
Listen, I got called yummy today,
Ooh.
right? And it would be so much cooler if it wasn't by a 12-year-old girl that wants to be a boy.
Aw, I got caught silly today.
I got called scary yesterday.
Oh, did you listen to our show?
4 different. No, I was in Willoughby doing a show.
You guys had a show too?
We did like an impromptu and then
We didn't do a
realized
show,
we
it
had
wasn't broadcast.
nothing to talk
It
about.
was all recorded. I didn't even
Yes,
know
correct. I
it.
would have came through.
We
I'll
decided
let you
when we
know
start
next time.
doing when we do shit like that again, we're gonna do like because how we ended it was we were watching YouTube videos and commenting on them.
Did
Like
you
we
guys?
used to do with the porn.
Right.
Yeah,
Did you guys watch that show called Squid Game?
Oh my god, I'm only
like into
2
the
or 3
third-
episodes.
Yeah, I'm
I
about
got
the third
2
or fourth
episodes.
episode.
Yeah.
left.
Now my son, I was
Crazy.
watching it with my son, and he like couldn't wait for me, so he finished it. So I know how it ends. So I won't tell you, but
don't say nothing.
Oh,
I'm
you
not. I
watched
said I
all of
wouldn't.
it. I thought you.
he did. No, my son watched it without me and then
Ah.
told me what happened.
Oh.
But we started it together, and I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in.
All right, so here's something. Like, since you guys are both into it, like into it, what has you intrigued about it, or what has you like wanting to watch more of it? Because I think the reason why I want
like
to watch it again
Koreans.
is not
I
because
think they're
everybody
hot.
else is.
Did I say that out loud?
I didn't hear nothing.
I mean, if that's
I
it,
like
that's
Koreans. Yeah, I like Koreans. I think they're hot.
it. All right, well that's reasonable.
For
what
me,
about
it's more of a train wreck that I can't stop watching. Like, I don't really know if I
That's
like
how I feel
it.
Attack on Titan.
That's how I felt with
Oh,
Grimm.
and another reason, because I was seeing a lot of memes and I just didn't understand it, so I had to watch it. I was like, what
I
does
like-
this mean?
I'm
With this
fascinated.
big giant
I
dog.
called it. Listen, when they did the first, because we've all watched the first episode,
Right.
So when they did the vote on whether or not to stay or leave,
I thought I was gonna go the other way.
I did think everybody was going to
Don't
vote
say
to
I was
that.
stay.
like, that's the show, right?
That's the show. But I figured they would vote because they started pouring the money out and they could see it. And people are so like visually stimulated with money. I figured that would sway it in a heartbeat. But I already called who the person is that's running it. And I already called
Your mama.
a couple of things that happened. So it's like, I'm a little disappointed because
I
if
heard
I
her.
already
She called
fucking
her.
called it, then that's damn obvious.
Well, see, you look. It sounds to me like you have a little bit more invested in it than.
Yeah, if I
then-
watch more than one episode, I am invested.
Well, I mean, then the whole
Got
train
two
wreck
episodes
theory,
left.
because that was actually the best way of describing it. And I can even say that the reason why I watch it. The acting in it is fucking terrible.
Horrible.
Terrible.
The main guy, I
Some
don't
of-
even like him. I want to smack him.
Yeah.
Some of
He's
the
annoying.
logic
You're such
in
a
all that
pussy.
shit
I think the guy with
does
the glasses
not make
are
sense
cute.
at all.
So there's no sense in
He
me
is so cute.
trying to watch
But he's
this
such
show.
an asshole.
I mean, there's just something about it that makes you like,
It'll annoy me.
I cried.
what?
Yeah.
It'll possibly annoy me.
I think the biggest issue
yeah.
I had with the whole show, and this is in the first fucking episode, so, you know, spoiler or whatever. But, you know, there's one guy who actually gets money and gives it to his old lady to get the old lady and the kid out of
Right.
town, out of the whole shit.
I like that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be the most fucking noble thing to do, especially in the situation these people were in. The other dude, his mom is pissing him up. Now, dude got no job, no life. He's in debt like a motherfucker.
Right.
He's never going to amount to too much of shit. He has a daughter. The baby's mama moved on, is about to get married to a dude who is very well off. The little girl is taken care of well.
I thought they already got married and
I
had
think they're
another
married.
kid.
I don't know what the other kid, but I know they're married.
No, I'm first episode still. So he has a chance. He has a chance to send his daughter off, and they didn't say that you can't talk to her or whatever. However, but they're going to America. Dude said, "Leave us be. Let this little girl go. Don't
Here's
fight
the money
for
you need."
Whatever. Yeah, gave him the money to pay off all his debts, and he had a goddamn fit. You piece of shit. If you loved your kid that much, you would want that kid to be able to get whatever you can't
That's
give
what
him.
I'm saying.
Right?
He's such a pussy.
Yeah, it's
So-
hard.
Ugh.
It's
Yeah,
a
he
hard
is
decision.
annoying.
But you know she is going to be with her mother. She is going to be in a better life. Go visit her in fucking a few years. If you think you could do well without her and go fucking America and visit her. You know? But how selfish is that? And then his mom is egging the whole thing on. This old lady, and now, you can't let her leave. You can't let her leave. That's your daughter. She's not going to remember Korea. Who gives a fuck? You want her sit with your fucking poor ass son? With you eating ramen noodles, bitch? That was my biggest gripe.
But
Everything
death
else
is
was
the
just kind
number
of
one
cheesy,
suicide
like,
reason
train
in
wreck.
Asia, right? In Korea, at least.
I don't know.
Being in debt. There's a lot of reasons why
Really?
people commit suicide in Korea.
And their money has to be all kind of different than ours.
I did enjoy hearing the different stories and why they owed money. And I
It's
guess because I'm
Tales,
a
man.
few more in, I'm like,
You hear that shit with just listening to your boys, growing up. You sitting on the corner drinking. Man, my fucking job, I got hired. They caught me and now I ain't got a job. How am I gonna tell my mom? Or this bitch is pregnant and I'm seeing this other chick and
no, there's one chick, her
you know,
her parents died, so she was trying to make a living for her and her brother. Her brother got taken into foster care. I mean, you'll see that later. Like, I think her story is in the second episode. But you know who she is because she's in the first episode.
Well, see, I
So,
think
like-
maybe that the stories are more of the movie, and it's just using the game as a kind of push plot point or whatever, kind of like that MacGuffin,
Yeah.
which would make sense and probably make a better, I guess, overall show.
I guess the
like
difference
Hunger
is...
Games.
In an American show, and I did quotes, air
I
quotes.
bet you somebody in America is going to redo it like
Hunger
that.
Games.
They're gonna have
The
to.
rest of it.
Hunger Games.
Right.
It's going to be
But
the
in an American
octopus
show, we
sport.
always have that heroine. There's always that one really strong character that kicks ass, or hero
And
or
going to
heroine.
fall in love like
right,
always.
Right,
So I was
but
about to
not
say,
even
this-
that.
this could be
It's
Narcan.
always that person that rises above everything thrown at him, has had a hard life, and he just
Yeah,
is
they're
so
not going to
strong.
make the main character the biggest piece of shit ever get in the career.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. The main character in the Squid Games is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They're not a hero. They're a fucking weak suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's why I'm like
And he
watching
doesn't
it. Like,
evolve
what
like from the little few
hell?
episodes that I've
No.
seen. There's no evolution. in
There's
that character.
not.
He's just
No.
a
And
fucking
I'm like,
piece of
what
shit.
is
the
As
whole
soon as you
fucking
think he was
time.
going to change, he just becomes an asshole again. Like, damn.
What?
Just...
I'm like, he has
Yeah,
a
there's
chance
no
to step
lesson
up and
learned.
do something,
Right.
and
You
he
guys have done a
doesn't.
very good job of convincing me that my initial thought of the show was correct. It will only piss me off. I have no desire to
You
watch
know
that
what show
now.
I just watched and it pissed me off? The Boys.
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
haven't seen it yet. I heard it was really good, but then, you know, it was one of them shows that everybody
show?
talked about
The
so
Boys.
fucking much that I didn't want to see it
Oh
anymore.
no! I started watching that. I started watching
Is
that
that
with.
like a superhero thing?
Yes, I started watching
It's
that.
like,
With, I started
like
watching
a
that
more
with Natalie.
realistic, like
And-
they kind of went.
Yeah, no,
more
that show.
rogue.
That show got. That show was rough right off the rip.
Like, it triggered me. Like, I just thought about all the little pedophiles and the little boys getting raped. I'm just like,
Yeah,
who,
no, I
who
probably
wrote
wouldn't do it.
this?
I probably would not
You're
be able to watch
saying
that.
who wrote
Hollywood.
No.
You know what? I just recently started watching. Totally nothing like what I thought it was going to be, but very awesome. Only the main, like the main person, who I started watching it for. He's a terrible actor, dude. I hope he doesn't do that shit in the MCU. It's called Lovecraft County Country. Country, I think.
I heard that, I didn't see it.
Now,
I haven't.
I was under the assumption it was based on like H.P. Lovecraft, and he did a lot of the supernatural Cthulhu space demon type shit. You know, he was like the
Was he the
father
one
of
that
that
did the-
type of horror story type deal. And that
Hitchhikers of
the what?
Galaxy. What is that?
Hitchhiker's
Is it-
Guide to the
Is
Galaxy?
he
No,
the
no,
same
no,
one?
no,
No,
Who's
No.
that?
H.P. Lovecraft made up like the tale of Cthulhu.
but not.
You know who Cthulhu is? The
Yeah, I know
demon.
who
Well,
Cthulhu is.
he made him up. And a whole bunch of other demonic shits.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it was going to be something about, like, on his books or something like
Right.
that. Here, it's actually like an American Horror Story type anthology type deal. But it's all black folks, and it's set in the days of like, when slavery, like, maybe 10 years after slavery when black folks were still being segregated, but there were certain towns that, you know, were cool with black folks and, you know, certain ones that weren't.
Yeah.
And it follows this dude who's coming home. He's a black dude who's coming home from the military, and he gets a letter from his dad, who he didn't get along with, who was obsessed with his mom's lineage. That he found his mom's ancestors, and then dude just disappeared. So he's going home to go find him, and it goes from that route. He goes with his uncle and this girl that he meets. And they go to try to find his
Yeah,
dad.
right. I seen the
You know, I'm trying
previews
to
of it,
leave
and
out
it
all
just
the
didn't look
interesting
good.
parts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to leave out the
You're
interesting
doing a real good job.
You're doing a bang up job on that.
Do
too.
not
Like-
watch this.
like the
Word
first-
You're
is,
starting to
do
sound like
not
wah,
watch
wah, 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 wah.
I'm getting ready to take a fucking nap over
The
here.
first 2 episodes are on that, and then it switches up to this girl who buys a house that's haunted. And then, you know, it goes on about
Slightly
that way.
more
but they're-
interesting.
They're all
Did you watch
intermixed
Dave?
somehow, some way.
Dave?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch
What's Dave?
Dave.
You don't watch
Dave.
I don't even know who Dave is.
Little Dicky?
You don't know Dave?
Little Dicky? Nobody knows who
I know who Little Dicky is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
got-
show
watched
Dave.
Dave?
He's like,
I
looking
have
at
not
his
seen the
hand.
show
I'm
yet.
over
I have not watched it, but
Right here.
it's
No, I seen like the previews and shit for it a while back, and I just never
seen
really.
I was just gonna
Last
say the second
episode of
season
What If
sucks.
today.
to me.
Yeah.
That's all I was gonna say.
All right, well then
shit.
I'll just watch the first one.
Anybody watch What If?
But I never heard of that. Is it a movie?
It's the
Is it
What
based
If
off the
series
game?
of MCU. No,
No?
it's
All right.
like what if Captain America was Captain Carter? What if Peggy Carter took the serum instead of Captain America? What if Loki won the thing?
No.
What if
What is-
Ultron
what is
actually
that
got all the
on?
Infinity
Did you see
Stones?
Loki?
Loki was very good.
I didn't watch
Greg's
that.
obsessed with Loki right now.
Well, the guy
I
at the
watched
end
the
of
other
Loki
one
is the dude who
with
plays
Baby
the
Yoda.
main dude in Lovecraft, and that's why I wanted to see how he was gonna do. And I'm thinking,
I watched the one with
No.
Baby Yoda.
see, I couldn't make it through all of Mandalorian. I got through the first season.
Oh no, I love
and
Mandalorian.
the episode before the last episode of that season, I lost interest in it.
I
all.
did too. I didn't make it past the second
And
season.
then I hear, the next one is going to be the Chronicles of Boba Fett or some shit like that.
And what's that other one with the guy with the
Tuck
diamond
his
in his head? What's the other one?
Diamond in his head.
Yeah, Disney.
With the diamond.
Black and white. The show's in black and white.
Nope.
Yeah.
Flash? No, it's not Flash.
Nope, that's DC. That's,
Here, I'll Google it.
That's opposite
How?
things.
Google it.
Guys know what I'm talking about.
No. No,
Well, I'm
I
not
have
sure
no
I have much
idea.
to go on.
Oh,
Black?
no, Vision.
Yes,
Vision,
there you
WandaVision.
go.
It isn't a diamond.
It is
it's
a
the
Disney.
fucking
The
Mind
stone.
Stone.
Yeah,
Where
Wanda.
Yeah, it's a Mind Stone.
I'm sorry, I don't
Gosh.
watch the damn shit.
That was
It's a
actually
Mind
pretty good,
Stone. I started watching it. I watched
I
like
couldn't
maybe
get
the first
past the
episode.
second episode. I got bored.
too. Yeah, it did
Start off
real
slow.
See, I can't stand that.
But
I
it's
cannot do
switched
Yeah,
that.
up.
you gotta
Start
get
off slow.
me, man.
Right? I have so much other shit going on. You need to catch it
Right.
so that I can keep being invested.
Yeah.
Like my daughter Sarah, she keeps telling me to watch Witcher.
Yeah,
I
couldn't
did
do
watch
that one.
Witcher.
It seemed
She's
like
watching
something I
it
was liking, I
again,
couldn't
and
do
I'm
it.
like, I can't even get past the guy's hair.
I watch a lot of Reno 911.
I can't get with that either. Like,
I
it's
need
funny.
to catch up on that.
I
I
will
couldn't
watch
watch
it.
that like
Listen.
episode by episode, like concurrent. But I bet you I have watched every episode, just randomly putting one on.
Reno
I binge watch
911.
it right now. I get high at binge watch.
Yes, he does. Yes, he really does.
I used to do that with Futurama and
I
Family
will
Guy.
do it
Family
with
Guy.
Futurama.
I know you did it with Family Guy because I'd be at your house
I'm
and it'd be
behind
on
with
all
the
the
Family
fucking
Guy.
time.
I'm like 5 seasons
I
behind
like
on Family
I like
Guy.
Futurama. I don't do a lot of Family Guy right now.
I did King of the Hill.
I love King
Yeah, I
of the
did that.
Hill.
I binged that for a hot minute. I'm off of that right now.
I'm doing Bob Burgers right now.
I've
I
done
did
a
that
couple
for
of
a
Bob's
while,
Burgers.
We do that too when we're trying
I
to go to
sleep.
sleep.
I still gonna say
Yeah.
I sleep to Bob Burgers.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep with Bob's Burgers.
Yep.
You know what the best thing though, and Gregory brought this to my attention.
Yes.
The absolute best thing to fall asleep to, and there's no sound, nobody's even talking. You put on these videos of guys forging weapons.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I'm watching it and I'm watching
That
it.
or-
and
Actually,
I'm
the
like,
ones with
Bushcraft
sound,
survival.
the forging
Bushcraft
ones
survival,
when there
dude.
is sound, but there's no talking.
that's
And
what
it's-
I mean.
It's just the pounding or it's the
Yeah.
power hammer. And
Out
it's that
cold.
rhythmic,
I don't know if I can fall asleep to that.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that's
I know I
great.
can. I used to work in a foundry, man.
I watched this
Perfect.
guy make
I
this
fall asleep to
sword,
that
and
shit
before
all the
he
time.
could finish, I was so out cold, and it was the best sleep
Great.
ever. Because he likes to put stuff on, but it kind of sometimes messes with me.
Dude,
They could put on SpongeBob. I cannot fall asleep to SpongeBob.
Yeah,
I'm
some
like,
things
Try-
I can't sleep to
try
either.
the bushcraft
One of my
survival
favorite
things.
cartoons
Uh-huh.
to fall asleep
Is
to
it's
is
almost
Kick
the same
Buttowski.
thing. You hear them cutting stuff. Like, they
Yeah.
talk a little bit.
It's on
but
Disney.
It's mostly like
Is
a
it new
monologue
or
or
old?
whatever.
Yep. There's
Yeah,
a BBC
Disney Plus?
show. I
I
don't
think
think
it
it's
is
BBC.
Disney
show.
Is it
I don't know
new?
if
No,
it's BBC.
it's
Hold on.
mm,
Kate
2000
Buttowski?
Yeah, 2012-ish.
I wasn't a fan, but I've grown fond of it.
She likes it better than the one I used to fall asleep to, which was Johnny Test.
I can't stand Johnny Test.
I remember that.
Johnny Test annoys the hell out of me.
So I switched to Kick Buttowski.
These
I watched
dogs
some
annoy me.
Rocket Power. and-
I love Rocket Power!
I
But,
was watching
That's
that
on.
yesterday.
Yep, I watched that recently.
You ever watch The Good Family? Did I ever tell you
That's
about
a
The Good
movie,
Family?
right?
No.
no,
It's a series.
but I did.
Is
I
that
did
the
just
new
watch.
movie
Look, I
too?
did just watch 4 episodes of Different Strokes.
I don't think
like,
I ever
oh, the
watched
TV
the episode.
show.
yeah,
Can
Mr.
you
Drummond.
imagine if they mix
I never
different
watched
strokes
episode
with
of
Golden
Different
Girls,
Strokes.
and it's just
Oh,
4
I
old
liked
ladies
it.
who are in the hospital?
No.
I seen Walking Back Carter. I used to watch that when I was a kid.
So nobody
What are the
got
ones
it?
where
I
they're
got it.
227?
I remember
Ah.
Do you remember
227?
227? There's
It
all
was
those
filmed
sitting
in
on
the same
on
spot
the
of
stoop.
where Sesame Street was.
Yes!
One of the
That was a good show.
one of the streaming services we have has all those. It's got Sanford and Son. It's got
I got one of them too.
Golden Girls. I love
Yeah,
I can't watch the Golden Girls anymore.
I
Me
watched
and my
the first
grandma
season.
used to
I know
watch it.
I
And
know
I
watched the
cried.
first
every
season,
episode.
and then I had to take a break.
Thank you for being.
Then I got on
my
crime
friend.
drama kick, and I've been watching NCIS and Blue Bloods.
See, I never liked any of those. You know, all my
You know what?
kids love that shit, and every chick that I used to talk to loved that shit. I could never get into any of those.
Those are the only
Taxi.
two of those types of shows though that I like. All the other ones, I don't know.
There's another show though.
Three's
that's
Company.
The best.
Three's Company.
Love Three's Company.
The original one with
Yes.
Don Knotts and the
I can't think of her name. The blonde chick.
Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, I was like the girl with the thing in her legs.
Yeah.
The Thigh Master.
With this thing.
I actually remember when Mr. Roper switched over to Don Knotts, and when they pulled the shit when they got the new roommate, that new girl after Suzanne left.
One other really good show to fall asleep to. I don't know if it's a BBC show, but it's a British show, and it's called The Repair Shop.
The Wankers.
You know what I'm talking about? The show, and they take old items people bring in and they repair them like new. I don't know what it like. There's upholstery and ceramics and clockwork, and I don't know
There
what it
was
is,
a-
but
I
There
do
was a
mostly
show-
cartoons like Daria.
I don't
I
remember
love
what
Daria,
it was,
too.
but it was like dudes in
Gravity
New
With the
York.
music on the background.
Dudes in New
Gravity
York
Falls.
used to go like
I haven't
dumpster
seen
diving
that
and shit like that,
forever.
and make things out of the
I
stuff
seen
that
season
really cool
one.
shit, and then go to flea
Gravity
markets to
Falls.
sell them. That was pretty cool.
but
How long till our break?
Well, you only got 45 minutes left till the end.
what?
Yeah.
We've been talking that goddamn long.
Oh, you gotta figure there was almost an hour break between the show, between your guys and this one.
Oh, terrible.
It
Right.
was? It didn't
Yeah.
feel like it.
So they cut your time in.
Right. You gotta figure we went from 9:15 when they started, and it is now,
11:30.
right,
Terrible.
right.
God damn. Let's take a quick break then.
Yeah, we'll take a 5:10 and we'll be back.
All right.
Motherfuck, we might have to start a late night show.
We're gonna have to do something. That's just not fair.
It was getting fun. Guess that's my cue to go, I guess. So y'all can talk about politics.
Cody, 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 Cody.
We back on?
We back on.
We back on.
Yep.
Alright, so Joyce is telling a story about being trafficked.
I was, well, sorta. I mean, the danger was real. But, so I'm on my way to work, and I'm taking... what you laughing at? It was.
Danger was real.
Danger was real. I mean, it was potential, anyway. So, I'm in my uniform for work, and it is a uniform that sticks out. And so I'm walking up. We run out of gas right before my exit ramp. So we're still technically on a highway. But I was like, shit, I'm so close to work, and I'm calling my boss. I'm like, please have somebody come get me. So he's sending somebody, and so, you know, Jared's working on the gas situation. I gotta get to work. So I start walking my happy ass up the highway. I'm taking the exit ramp, like, do-do-do, walking to work. And this guy pulls over and is like, hey, are you going... He had, like, a same type of uniform on. Are you going there? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, do you want to ride? No, I want to walk the rest of the way. This is how I warm up. This is my cardio. Fuck yeah, I want to ride. I have never seen this guy in my life. I am only trusting and going on the fact that he has the same uniform as I do on, that this is a good person and we're going to get to work
Which
safely.
you can probably order from that company.
Probably so. However, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And I got into this random stranger's car.
You can just drive around and
Thank
pick
you
up
so
random people in the same uniform all the time.
Yeah, because we're all walking up and down the street.
Well, I mean, I've had, like, you know, emergencies where I broke down and got a ride from random people. You know, I was very grateful.
You're a guy.
Well, a couple of times I was with a female. I had shitty cars when I was younger. But regardless, I snap on my daughter now. She wants to walk up the street to the store. It's like maybe a quarter of a mile up the road. No. You know, there may be a golf course and, you know, a hospital on one side. It ain't even a hospital no more. It's doctor's offices. On one side, but the other side is the hood. You know, we hear gunshots all the fucking time. Right up the road, we just found out maybe 6 months ago, maybe a year ago, that one of the dudes in that big trafficking ring was working at the gas station that I go to every fucking month.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
scary.
give a
They're
shit.
every fucking where. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter if you buy the hood or not.
Yeah, but I'm not dangling a pork chop in front of a bunch of pit bulls.
Well, for
you know
sure.
What I'm saying?
Right, you
But
know,
that's what I thought was
odds
funny
and
about it.
statistics, I understand what you're saying,
And,
but
you know,
it still can be, you know, just because I guess that was meant to be. Even though if you're not there, still keep your head on a swivel.
always,
Don't be stupid. I mean,
because I mean that shit
when we were
doesn't
driving
just
around
happen
today,
where
do you
I
have
live.
any
That
people-
happens everywhere.
do you know how many people I saw that were like walking a dog and looking down at their cell phone at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
So even if you came up close enough and the dog startled, that person still wouldn't know what was going on.
No clue.
Their only line of communication to the outside world at all wouldn't be in a pocket where they might still be able to get to it. It would be flung somewhere where in a panic they have no idea where it went to.
Or they're still in the middle of something. even that element of surprise. Like, and I, this
When
is
you
why.
hit that phone button, you kind of go into your own little world.
Yep. My oldest daughter, she said it so well, so many times. She said that concept of keep your head on a swivel and, you know, has been so ingrained in her entire life that when she goes out to drink with her friends, she literally can't have a good time. She said, I always feel like I'm the one that has to
My
be,
older kids say that a lot.
you know,
too.
in charge of everybody else because they're stupid. She's like, I know to do these things. They don't. And so she's like, I'm constantly
Especially Maria
babysitting
always
everybody.
tells me that, yeah.
So when she gets somebody who's aware or somebody that she can actually go out and have a good time with, she's so appreciative of it because she never is out of that, you know, pay attention mode and on protection mode.
Right.
Like, but you have to be these days. Like, I've seen the videos of how quick it can be to get dosed. Or,
Dude, I got fucking roofied.
right?
I got fucking roofied.
God damn it! I want to get roofied.
Dude, I got fucking roofied and...
Bye, guy.
You know what? If you're gonna roofie me, let me know. Let me
Look,
know.
we
I'll
go back
thank
to that
you.
food aggressive
You know,
thing. Just ask him first.
Right. But I honestly think, you know, it was meant for my old lady at the time.
Yeah.
It was when I first started modeling out in Cleveland. And it wasn't a show that I had to model with. I just was going to go kick it out there. And I remember I ordered my regular Jack on the Rocks. My old lady got a beer or whatever, and I told her to hold the drinks. Don't put them down. You know, we are in a club, like, this is like a club like you see on the movies in the dark alley, you know, up under the basement type deal clubs. One of them.
Not even enough, though.
Don't
You
put
don't
your
even
drinks
take
down.
your eyes off that fucking drink. Because if you look over here, that drink's
Well,
dosed.
that's what I'm saying. You don't put the drink down. That
Right.
means it's both in your hands. I went to the bathroom. I came back. She was talking to some dude who looked just like Marilyn Manson. Like he was dressed just, you know.
That's
that was his
profiling, and profiling is wrong.
thing. No,
It
that
is
is
wrong.
real. And the kid's outfit was awesome. Like I thought his outfit
Maybe
was
it
fucking
was
sweet.
him.
I highly
With what
doubt
we
it.
know now.
It's a good possibility, but I doubt it. But anyways,
He was dosing you to abuse her. It was meant for you.
I think he was trying to dose her, thinking that those are her drinks. And
I
she
think he was
just,
trying to
you know, one
dose
of
you
them
to
unaware
get to her so he
people.
could
Yeah.
kidnap her without
And
you around.
I took 2
Because he
sips
seems
of
to
my
be into
Jack,
that.
and the last thing I remember before I
Just
woke up
salty.
in my car at a rest area was seeing the tips of my toes dragging on the ground because she had to have 2 bouncers drag me to a fucking
Damn.
sofa. 2 sips.
Yep. I had
So I
a
want to know what that was because I'd like that when I can't sleep.
right.
Or when, you know, I'm out with the guys like at a Pappy Z's or some shit like that, you know, crack one in half, some shit. Let a nigga know. Don't just pop it on somebody. I'd like to enjoy it. You spent the money on it for a reason, motherfucker. I mean, hey,
I
it
used to
is
have
what it
I had a
is.
regular at the bar, and she was a bartender too for a while. And she would not, if she ordered a drink, if she sat it down at all, even if I was standing in front of her drink the entire time, she would throw it out and order another drink. Because she had been in another bar and she was only with her friends and people that she knew. And that she had gotten drugged somehow. And as far as she knew, she was with people that she knew and
Could have been
trusted.
from the bartender.
And right, so she even nope, or you know, she wouldn't even have me. She would take her drink everywhere with her, and if she sat it down at all for any reason, she wouldn't let me hold it for her. Nothing. She was taking that drink with her.
see, the only other time I've ever got roofied, real deal, it was, I guess, in good intentions.
Damn, it happened more than once.
Yeah, but this was like, I guess, for good intentions.
He just wanted you to sleep well that night.
Right.
The people who know me know the situation and how I got custody of my kids. I found out a certain somebody was somewhere, and I had just the right amount of liquor and other intoxicants in me that said, I'm gonna take care of this problem.
Yep.
So I stopped at my house, and I told
We've all
my
had those
daughter.
days.
Not
Yeah, I told my daughter, I was like, look, I might be gone for a little while. Make sure you I was with my other ex. We had our own house and shit, you know. But I'm gonna go take care of this shit. Well, my ex heard me and filled a fucking can of Coca-Cola. I don't know how many Ambiens she gave me, but it was 3 days worth, apparently, because that is no exaggeration. I woke up 3 days later. I remember drinking my pop, and it tasted like battery acid smells. And I took a few drinks, but I'm thinking, I'm fucked up. This is just me. Shit. But you
I
know,
drank the whole thing.
Yeah,
3 ambients.
Maybe
No,
this is
3
just
days
me.
worth of ambience. I
Maybe
don't know
this
how
is
many
just
of
me.
them are.
Maybe it's
But
just me. I don't know.
It was no joke.
There's
no
a difference between
joke.
a Zanny and a Zanny bar. Who fucking knows?
I do.
I've never slept.
One's
with,
being a little out of it, and the other one's picking ice cream up off of the floor.
And still eating it.
See, I've never had like any of
5
the real
second rule.
heavy experiences with Zanny bars or Zannies at all. But well,
The bars obliterated me.
Well, I get
Like-
obliterated on dumb shit. Not narcotics. What's that old
He'll
shit?
take like
that back
3
in-
Vicodins and be
Codeine?
fine.
No.
He'll take
Yeah,
a fucking
codeine.
Benadryl and be like,
Darvocets. Darvocets is some shit that they give kids now if they fucking stub their toe or something like that. I'll take a Darvocet and be like, I don't know
Don't
what
give
it
him
is.
no Flintstones vitamins.
He's
That
gonna
shit
be
right
yelled at
there.
and doing.
I'll grow titties with them.
Woo! Marco, get off the pole. Get off the pole. It was the Flintstone vitamin, man. Get off the pole.
I'll dance on a pole. I have danced on a pole before, but
I believe it.
you know, if my titties get any bigger, I'm gonna be really fucking pissed off.
It's that hormone meat you eat.
It could be. It
Could be.
'cause
We
I've
gotta
been
go
eating a
all
lot.
Joe Rogan.
A
No,
what?
I don't want to go Joe Rogan.
All the wild
Wild
elk
buffalo and shit.
Buffalo.
Nah, I found out that something about me that's real weird.
Nuh-uh.
Like, I can't be a,
I don't believe it.
I call bullshit.
I
Lying.
can't eat anything that I saw the day before. I don't know why. You know,
Well, it
that
takes
don't-
more
that
than a day
doesn't
to
even make
process it,
sense.
so you're good.
Like when I was in Puerto Rico, like my grandpa had
What if
chickens
it was
on
a
the
week
bottom,
later?
and you know he would bring up eggs.
What if it was a week later?
No,
It's not a
it just-
day.
Doesn't matter. These eggs were a fucking week old, and I still couldn't eat them. They were brown eggs from the chicken on the bottom. I had to have my mom go get me white eggs from the fucking store,
Oh,
even
brown
though it
eggs are
probably
rich and
just came
delicious.
from right up under the fucking basement like my grandpa's.
Look, I knew somebody, they said they cracked open an egg and a little chickadee fell out or something and they would never eat eggs again. I was like, that's unfortunate for you. Can I have your portion of eggs?
Yeah, that was just a chicken wing.
Shit.
But like, I don't know. That just it bothers me. I eat eggs here afterward or whatever, but and other food, other different things like do that shit. I don't know why.
Yeah, me neither.
It would
I don't
hinder
have
my
that.
survival in certain situations.
Yeah, it sure would. And if you did the job that I do, you would never eat chicken or eggs ever again.
I don't know about
I
that.
see chicken every day.
Yeah,
They chase me. That's not true. The roosters chase me.
I love my dog to death, but after I ate my kids, if I had to, I'd eat my dog.
At least the kids go first.
Just saying.
Oh,
Just saying.
I feel it. I understand. I'm not saying I would do the same, but I understand.
But even though I would eat my dog, I can't eat fish. That's what I'm saying. Like the weird shit, I can't fuck with fish.
It's because they're not really fish; they're aliens.
Who fucking cares? I need a Mexican if I
Thanks,
had
Greg.
to.
Thanks for that laugh. Appreciate it. I'll be here all night.
That has nothing to fucking do with it. I've even eaten octopus, even though I think it's fucking disgusting.
I don't like the crunch. It's a weird chewy crunch. There's
No.
a crunch and a chewy.
See, at least you got to have some kind of crunchiness.
I
My
had to
mom
work for
throws
it.
octopus in rice. Just opens the can of
I
fucking
know we've heard that
Lay's with
story, and you
Yeah,
laughed,
yeah,
and the girl
yeah,
puked, and
yeah.
it was great.
Yeah, funny story.
But
Right. But now, if it was
go back to
like
week
fish,
47, you'll see
fish,
that one, folks.
like,
I like fish.
you ever had like an old fucking Puerto Rican man grab a
No.
fork with an
I can
eye
already
on
tell
the
you
end
no.
of
I
it?
can already tell you no.
An old man grab a fucking eyeball from a fish and you want like my grandpa
Again,
tried to
I
force
could already
me.
tell you no.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans eat fish.
But I
like,
just went
you
to
know, they
Mitsu
just
the other
pulled it
day
out of
and had
fucking water.
salmon, eel, tuna, caviar.
No, you know what you had?
That was good
A
shit.
pink square, and you had kind of like an off-color square, and you had a square with some like some seaweed around it. Like if that dude cut that shit right, they threw the fish right in front of you and cut that square out the fish. We'll see how quick you eat that motherfucker.
Depends on how hungry I am.
Like this.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Because if I get real hungry, there's not a lot safe. I'm gonna eat that shit. I don't care.
Don't leave
I
your
agree.
hands on the table too long.
Yeah, I'll be creative before I go to people.
Might
Don't
be
touch
look,
my
like,
pickle, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit.
might come back missing a digit.
Or 7. Even
There's
though
only
it's
5
7
on one hand.
Whatever. Shut up, Greg. I knew it was coming.
I was like, are you a
Pick the
Nephilim?
wrong
did
goddamn fucking number.
the radiation from the nuclear blast that destroyed the Earth
Some bitch.
gave
It's
you
the
a
six-headed shark attack.
That movie was fantastically awful.
Six-headed shark attack. It was a shark with 6 heads.
And if you cut off one head, it grew back.
If you didn't completely kill it, you don't like cut off a head, it would grow back.
do some shit like that?
I don't know. I ain't watched the Godzillas. But we had watched all the Sharknadoes and we needed some action.
We haven't
You
watched all
have
the
seen
shark.
Sharknadoes, but not Godzilla.
Nope.
No. We haven't watched like
I haven't
all
seen-
the Godzillas.
I haven't seen any of them. I've never watched a Godzilla movie.
Like, none of the old school?
None of them.
Dude.
None of them.
Terrible.
Although I've been insisting because most of the time Jared doesn't like scary movies because they don't scare him. So he's like, this is stupid. I don't want to watch it.
Like all the Conjuring stuff and all that stuff. Like none of that bullshit scares me.
So, but I have put my foot down. Okay, and I started my October marathon with Monster Squad because, oh my god, that movie when I was a kid was the best fucking movie in the world. Wolfman's got nards. Ah! Found it. I found it on Prime. I was in
You're
heaven.
not a virgin?
Well, I mean, that one time with Chad, but it doesn't count. Love that movie. So I started it with that. Had to ease in. And then I ended up watching Eli, The Conjuring. We've been watching
See, I've
American
been
Horror
doing like
Story.
the old school, like 70s, like Cannibal Ferox and shit like that. Like the old, like kind of B movie type ones.
So we sit down the other night
Because
and
I'm
he's
like,
like,
Jared, none of this newer shit is just like, but if you see somebody
Yeah.
bite into a leg, I don't know how fucking fake it is, or pull out some intestines or an eyeball and start sucking
Like
on
a
it.
Cannibal Corpse video.
Yeah, that kind of fucks with you a little bit. I don't give a
Well,
fuck with you.
so me and Greg, and we're sitting there, we're all trying to figure out what movie to watch next. So, and he's like, I don't want to watch another, like, because we were like Conjuring 2, or, Annabelle, something like that. And,
They fucked the story of Annabelle up something terrible.
did they?
According to the original story, I mean, because the original story is fucked up. If they would have kept to that, it is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But just the way they added shit and how they made that doll so fucking creepy looking when... I feel like if they would have made the doll a Raggedy Ann doll, like it originally is, that would have been more creepy because it originally
Agreed.
was made to not be creepy.
Agreed.
It's just like that clown in fucking Poltergeist. Mm-hmm. At first that clown, now for some people, I thought it was creepy out front. But that thing in a store would have looked very like non-confrontation. Yeah, it would look like a toy. But being that it was portrayed and they did what they did with it, it made it scary. And what made it scary? Not it stretched out his arms or it popped up under the bed. Because ultimately, especially to an adult, cockroach, smash. Stepped out, oh, you got long arms? Fuck you, we'll tie him up. It didn't do anything that bad. But the fact that they made it, that the Annabelle doll looked like it was going to fuck you up or do something like that. Well, no shit. And what kind of fucking parent are you to give this fucking evil looking doll to a kid?
Agreed.
I have, like, it just was stupid. It was fucking stupid. None of it fucking went to the original storyline,
Right.
except kind of the how the doll supposedly got the demon or whatever
Right.
in it. But everything else, it was just movie bullshit.
We watched The Haunting of Connecticut 2. You gotta be, you can't, like, get the originals when you're watching off of, like, Netflix and shit. So we watched the second one. But we were trying to figure out, so we looked up, like, Texas Chainsaw. We were looking at all of those. And then we were looking at, okay, so we watched House of a Thousand Corpses. We're going to watch Devil's Rejects. Greg's like, oh, I didn't see the first one. Fuck. Fine. So he wants to watch, like, Nightmare on Elm
I bought the
Street.
third one, which is very hard to come by now, and I have no clue what the fuck I did with it.
No.
Which one?
The 3 from Hell.
From
yeah.
Rob Zombie. So he wants to watch a classic. So we're starting to look at the Halloweens. We're looking at Friday the 13th. We're looking at Nightmare on Elm Street. So we pick Friday the 13th 3. And we're watching that shit. And I'm like...
That was the one where Jason actually first got his mask.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Yeah, we had an argument with our kid about it.
Mm.
But,
'Cause
like...
I haven't been watching them because I kind of binge watch shit like that. And I have to start at the first one. I have to. And go through all of them.
Yeah.
But then it kind of ruins it for me around this time. So I watch like the timeline things or the Easter eggs or things people missed and shit.
Yeah.
So that's how I
Well,
know all
and
that
The
bullshit
Conjuring,
information.
you know, like, I was sufficiently scared throughout The Conjuring until it possessed the mom. As soon as it possessed a person, for whatever reason, I was like, alright, whatever. I was like, whatever. I don't care now.
Now, I do like whether it's scary or not, or any other kind of movie, but if it's scary, it's kind of a plus. If you keep the continuity in the timeline, if you keep it going like that, then... Because that's what I liked about the Paranormal Activities or the Paranormal...
Oh, there's
other
another one
one.
we didn't think about.
They kept all the storyline together. They kept it pretty much, you know... Eventually, at the last ones, you figure out what the fuck was going on.
I think Upside Down Studios should go to Ghost Lake.
Let's go slick. I think we should
Up in
just start
Pontiac.
going to as many. Fuck it, we'll film them or we'll
Right?
do it live, whatever.
Let's
the
go
fuck.
live at, like...
Maybe a reaction thing.
Yeah.
I'm down. You know,
I mean, it's October. Why the fuck not?
Right.
yeah. I mean, I am fucking down.
Rocktober.
I used to, well, at once upon a time, did all the other fucking shit, but you know, my partner fucking is a cunt. So
You'll have that.
Hey, you know, let's roll. You know, my daughter's the fucking one
Sometimes
time
it
I
be
took her
like
to the
that.
escape room, I got fucking hit like a linebacker through a goddamn exit door. I ever tell you about that? When I took Samara and Julia and Maya to the escape room? There was one part of it where this fake dead body pops up. Just a jump scare. I'm standing by this fucking door, which I personally thought was just, you know, one of the props or whatever. It looked like an escape door that was boarded up. No. Real man door into the warehouse next door. Fucking body jumps up. Julia, yeah, and she not small, fucking goes to dash, run, hits me. Like, dude, like I had the ball and I was at the goal line. She fucking cranks me off my feet. I went through that goddamn door. My kids are gone. The fucking escape room's gone. There's fucking tow motors around and shit. I'm like, what the fuck just fucking happened?
That's fantastic.
And then I had to beat on the fucking door for them to let me in, and they thought it was part of the whole fucking thing. Yeah, because they're not that bright either. But
No, but they hit like a Mack truck.
oh yeah. Yeah, I've created what I always talk shit about my brother Joey about. My brother Joey is dumb as a box of rocks, but he can fucking take on the Mack truck and win. He's just solid, no pain, and that stupid. You should not have an IQ of like 5 with that much strength. Well, you know,
I'm like you of 5.
you know, my brother Louis had that rush and that ambition, and he blew it on drugs. Joey was the fucking strength of the whole family. You know, I can't wear bikini underwear. You know, that's what I got out of the whole deal.
I'm failing to see the correlation in this.
Right.
What each one of the fucking brothers has.
That's your, like, talent/curse?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I got the shit out of the
Ding-a-ling.
stick. That was it. You know, I was able to make kids.
Ding-a-ling.
You know, I didn't get... I could fight, but not like Joey. I've seen Joey fucking take on people. Like, people. Louis, even in his crackhead phase,
I know why I had
that
so much
motherfucker
trouble
was
with
a
you.
hustler. You know,
I am the
Louis know
brute
how to make
squad.
money out of nothing. Not at all. Not at all. I got some dick, and it ain't even the fucking dick. I personally don't think it's fucking anything to brag about. Terrible. Terrible. I don't even know how we got the dick. Like, from what was we talking about before?
I'm still trying to figure out
You got there
bikini
because
bottom.
you were the one talking.
Right.
What was that
Right.
before that?
What do we always end up with when Marco's talking? Dick and
Talking
butt
about,
play.
Scary movies and...
Whatever, scary movies to your dick.
Well, the point of the whole thing is I want to be able to go to one of these motherfuckers and not have to worry about, I'm not going in that, or I'm too scared to go in that. No, we're going to
No
go
one's sitting
do this.
around here is like that. Why are you even worried then? Shush. Shush. Shh.
Dude, if we get to one of these places and something grabs Jared the wrong way and he fucking falls out. like one of them goats that you scare and it just
Oh my
falls.
God,
and like,
why do they do that? It's so scary looking.
pff.
Yeah. And they're all stiff like
What do
a
you mean it's
boxer.
scary? I've seen your husband do it twice.
Like like a boxer that gets hit right on the button.
No, because that is warranted. Like, I just don't want to see that. I want to see that happen.
Listen, all the oxygen stopped to my brain both of those times, okay? It was warranted.
How do we
It
know
was
that
warranted.
fucking, getting scared might stop the oxygen in your brain that time again?
Because those places aren't going to scare me like that.
I just hope not.
I've been to them before. What
He's
are you
very
talking
difficult
about?
to scare. It's annoying when I want to watch a scary movie. Because if I'm invested, I put myself in the scenario. So it could be like an out, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's looking at me, and I'm like, man, I'm invested. What? I'm invested in the story. That owl didn't need to be saying that right then.
Right.
It's a sign. Something's happening. Did you hear that?
Stop
He's
it.
like, would you stop talking?
I can't hear the fucking movie I don't want to watch.
God.
Trying to fucking bond with you, but you won't shut the fuck up.
We're bonding in fear, but he's not afraid.
See, like,
Makes
when I go
bonding
to
hard.
the different haunted houses and stuff, like, I appreciate, like, there's a lot of them that put a lot of work into it, a lot of details into it, where I mad appreciate that. But I do appreciate a good jump scare. There has been one or two.
No, I do.
Yeah.
If you like, I'm not immune. I'm not immune to jump scares. I mean, that's a lot of that's
I've had a few
reactionary.
like reaction. I done put my fist up, but I have yet. Like, I know better than to hit.
Oh
somebody
yeah, I
with that.
won't. I won't touch anybody now.
Have you watched the movie Eli?
No.
So far, and Greg agrees with me, and Greg's one of the.
Somebody
Greg's
grab
like,
me.
haunted houses.
what? I know, but I'm saying the best jump scare has been so far in the movie Eli. I got goosebumps on my legs, and me and my son both went, "Wah!" And I went, "Oh my god!"
I think the best jump scare I ever had, as far as a movie is concerned, I don't remember what it exactly was, but it was a dude or a chick getting hit by a bus. It was just out of nowhere. They walked into the street.
Hereditary.
I've
They got
had a
smacked
couple of
by
them,
a
like-
bus.
I
But it
will
was
say,
like,
I will
holy
say, the
shit.
last movie that really even like didn't really scare me. There were a couple scenes that got me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Hereditary.
I didn't finish that movie.
I've
There's
heard
the
about
scene
it, I
where
didn't watch it.
the little girl. There's a little girl who's having a allergic reaction. Her brother's driving, and she like
Sticks her
sticks her head out the window to get more air. And he's driving down the road, and a fucking telephone out of nowhere, a telephone pole
Yeah.
just takes her head
or
clean
a
the fuck
sign or
off.
something.
Yep. That like
That,
did-
as
I
it was
think you're
happening,
right,
I'm
it did
sitting there, and then all of a sudden I'm just like,
fall.
"Whoa!
I
Did
got
that just happen?
I got to up to 15
Holy
minutes.
fuck!"
I was watching this movie and there was 15 minutes left, and I got to up to that point, and I went, "Nope, I'm done. Nope, I don't even need closure. I don't give a fuck. I'm done."
Remember when they first remade the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh,
Which
fuck
one,
you
man?
guys, man.
I've seen a bunch of them.
No, like
pictures so far.
the first remake in the early 2000s with like Jessica Biel.
Trying to remember. Yeah,
It was before 2008.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, 06. Before
It's
06.
when they changed the name from Sawyer to... No, they changed it to Sawyer. It was a different name beforehand.
Maybe I don't remember those details. We went to see it in the theater. The scene where he's dragging, we watched the whole movie. The scene where he's dragging her down into the basement and she's clawing the wall and her fingernail breaks. She's like, nope, we need to leave right fucking now.
I was a different person back then.
Yeah, she was. But we got up and walked out of that motherfucking theater. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Money or not, I was out. Nope.
Yep.
But I am a way different person than I was back in 2003. I'm just telling you that right now.
Like, there was a movie, and Ricky, we're about to be done, so I'm gonna end it with this. Ricky actually fucking recommended it to me, and I will recommend it to anybody because it is a very fucked up movie. Unless you have a gut like us, you will be scared.
What movie?
It's called The Terrifier.
Okay, let's watch it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Dude,
We need to do a reaction video.
Dude, The Terrifier, it not only has fucked up and original kills, but the fucking clown is totally silent. The killer
You should
clown.
have told me
fucking-
shit. Don't tell me shit. You told me to watch the movie. Now you're telling me shit.
Okay.
Blair Witch fucked me up.
It
Don't
was
even talk about
intriguing. I don't think it was scary. It was kind of interesting. I think the only movie that ever had scared me, and it's because I feel like one day it might be a reality with me just for my mental issues. It was a movie where this dude's wife killed herself. So he decided him and his daughter were going to move out of the city to a little like country home or whatever. And the daughter kept saying that she was going to play with her imaginary friend or whatever, this and that. And all these murders and different bad things started happening. Well, here he realizes in the end that he was the imaginary friend. He was the one taking her everywhere. He didn't realize it, and he actually murdered the fucking wife.
Oh, shit.
And it was all like a separate personality. He was schizophrenic.
Oh.
Listen, you still have not watched the movie from Ryan Reynolds that I told you to watch.
Which one?
I'm looking right now because I can't remember, but...
We gotta go.
Yep,
What's
we gotta
the
go.
We can do this off air. Good night.
Yep, y'all be
Bye,
safe.
guys.
We out.
Good night. Do you really want to stop broadcasting? Yes.